David Mincy in Melbourne, Florida.
Hello, David. How are you doing?
I'm having a wonderful week, man. I just couldn't be no better. My ankle's about 3 times the size it's supposed to be, and I've just been blowing it up here. I got on the IBO exchange, and I put me one of the pages up there. They let me put my splash page up off of IBO, but they wouldn't let me put none of my Starport pages up because they were too long. So tonight we need to learn how to make them shorter.
What was too long about it?
It was HTTP, and it
Yeah.
said David Mincy, myopportunityplus.com. And it said it was too long, and it had characters. It needed to be, then they gave me an example.
All righty. Can I give you a very good suggestion?
Okay?
Go to bit.ly.com. Or actually, I think bit.ly it may be. Anyway, bit.ly. And
Okay, now, since I got my paper and my pencil out, now, what is it again?
it's bit.ly, bit.ly. It may be bit.ly.com. I'm not right off the top of my head. I'm not sure, but I know it's bit.ly. That is a free program on the internet you can get, and what amounts to is you put in your URL, and it gives you a shortened URL to use instead. Um,
Okay.
it'll be bit.ly and then some numbers or letters or something, but it'll be short, and then you can use that. Uh,
Okay.
and that
Yeah, it just wouldn't let me put none of them Starfork ones in there because they're too long, because they have my name in them.
Yeah, I know. I've never had a problem with them telling me that. Now there is in IBO, you can use an IBO URL. The problem with IBO URL is they became so popular that they started getting flagged and kicked out as being spammy, which
Yeah.
they're really not, but they become so popular that they started doing that. That's the reason I suggest maybe using bit.ly. Good evening, this is Mike in Georgia. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Good evening, Mike. Don Sablehouse from beautiful northern Indiana.
Don Sablehouse. I'm glad you're here, and let me see if you can give David any ideas, hints, or whatever. He's having a problem because his Skyforp username is so long, and his when he uses the website, the Skyforp websites, of course he has to add his username into it, and it becomes so long that he said that the IBO exchange was kicking it out and not accepting it. I tried to tell him bit.ly. I can't remember exactly whether it's bit.ly.com or just bit.ly, but I know he can shorten his URL by using that, which is a good idea to do anyway. Keeps from showing up as spammy, but I didn't know perhaps you might have any other ideas for him there.
Oh, that sounds like a good one. I don't use Bitly. I use Google's. But yeah, a link shortener would do the trick, I would think.
Yeah, I told him about the IBO URL, but those seem to have a problem here. The last few times I've used them, they get kicked out as spammy. Uh,
Yeah.
I think the primary reason is just so popular. Good evening. This is Mike in Georgia, and who else has joined us tonight? Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
This is Sandy in North Carolina. Hi, everybody.
Good
evening,
Hi,
Sandy.
Oh,
How was your trip?
Oh,
it was very good. Thank you. Long. Very glad to be home. Well, when you go that far for such a short time, it's hard on the nerves.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can
But it
imagine.
was good. It was good. Good to see old friends.
Well, it's good to have you back in here tonight. We really missed you, and we appreciate you being back.
It's y'all too.
Well,
Good to be back. So what are you talking about, the links? I heard the tail end of that.
David Mincy has a problem. David, explain your problem. Yeah, I don't
Well,
have
I
a
went
problem.
in. I went into the IBO exchange and tried to put a page up there, and it'll take the splash page from IBO, but it won't take any of my Skyport usernames because they're too long. It's saying that it has a character needs to be shortened, and I was. And they were telling me how to get my links shorter.
Oh.
And another thing I did this week, Mike, I stumbled on it. I taught myself how to use a split page.
Oh, what?
On my Windows 8 machine, you got this center line where you can run two things up in your face.
Yeah, I do that all the time. That's
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. I learned how to use it finally.
That's great.
Good evening. This is Mike in Georgia. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Mike. It's Marnie from Canada.
Well, good evening, Marnie. We're glad to have you in here. We missed you Tuesday night.
Thank
Good
you.
evening, Marnie.
Hi,
Hi,
Dawn.
Mom.
How are you?
Hi, Marnie.
Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
Howdy.
Hi, Marnie.
Hi, Dave.
So how is Canada doing tonight?
It was raining just recently.
We had a little rain down here today too.
Yeah. Well, we've had rain off and on for a week.
Mm.
How about your way?
It's they've been predicting it every day, but most days it hadn't really been happening. But it did happen
Oh.
today. But
Yeah.
it wasn't a lot of rain, even at that. It just a little bit.
We had a terrible rainstorm coming home last night. When we were coming through Virginia, you couldn't even see the road in front of you. It was so big, strong, heavy rain. Oh, it was terrible. If I'd been driving, I would have pulled to the side of the road, but Doug was driving, so we got out of it okay. Oh, you just couldn't see. It was terrible.
Y'all
Scary.
drove back from New Jersey.
Yeah, we drive. We don't fly.
Well, you're probably
Flights are too darn
Better off.
expensive.
better off. My daughter and granddaughter flew up to New Jersey the other day.
Yeah, how'd they do?
Well, she came out with a bronze in Anna Silver.
Wow.
So
Anna Silver. Wow. God bless that little girl. That's wonderful.
That's awesome.
they had quite an ordeal getting there.
Oh,
They got
Why?
to the airport, and they were supposed to be flying on AirTran. They're supposed to had confirmed flight reservations already paid for and everything. They got there, and AirTran told them that they had sent them an email a week ago that told them the flight was changed. They need to confirm it, and they didn't confirm. Well, they never got the emails. What happened? So
terrible.
AirTran just canceled them. And when they went up to get the ticket, the AirTran told them they didn't have a seat on that flight.
That's dreadful.
Well,
So what'd they do?
they argued with them and this and that and the other and filed complaints, and then they got another flight that was later that night. Instead of 6 o'clock in the morning, they had to wait till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh,
And then they had to pay another $300 or $400 to get on it. and it didn't go straight to New Jersey. They had to go to St. Louis,
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Missouri, and then take a flight from St. Louis to New Jersey to be able to get there. And because of all of that, they also had to make a different flight coming home from New Jersey Sunday night.
Yeah.
And that flight, instead of coming straight into Atlanta, which is the world's biggest airport and international airport and all this good stuff, they couldn't come to Atlanta. They had to go to Chicago, and then from Chicago they got to come home to Atlanta. So
Oh, they must have been exhausted. That's horrible.
yeah, they had quite an ordeal over the weekend, but they managed to get there and they did well, and they managed to come home. So
Come home with prizes. That's terrific.
right.
Good for her. That's wonderful.
I had a flight like that once. I went to Hawaii, and they flew us from Orlando to Minnesota, and Minnesota to San Francisco, and then San Francisco to Honolulu.
Doesn't make any sense.
14 hours on a plane.
Oh, Jesus.
Marty David had a problem this week. He was trying to put into IBO Exchange some of his Skyforp URLs, and come to find out, because his username is so long, they told him the URL was too long and he got kicked out on him. So we was discussing ways of shortening a URL. There are things called URL shorteners. I know Bitly's one, and Don suggested using Google's program.
Yeah, I use Google URL shortener a lot.
When you shorten it, when you shorten it, does it make it a hyperlink? Like,
Yeah.
it'll go to the same page, even though in Skyforp it says something different?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's that.
Yeah, it comes out as a Goog. Doesn't it Goog something? I can't remember now. But yeah, I use it a lot. I use it a lot for like Buffer. Buffer. I don't like Bitly, and Buffer seems to.
Bitly was the only thing come to my mind right off the top of the head. I've used it before, but problem
What's
with
that, Bit?
I've had trouble with Bitly from time to time too.
Yeah,
So
a lot of trouble with them. I stopped using them, but Google seems to be pretty reliable.
Another good thing about Google is they keep track of your clicks too, and you get
good.
some demographics on where they're coming from.
That's
The clicks
good.
are coming from.
All right. Now, my next question, Mr. Don, is how do you get your PRs on there? I was in there surfing around trying to find a URL link for those PRs to run through IBO Exchange, and I couldn't find any. So
That ought to be okay.
If you
I just take the address that the PR has in the browser window, and I copy that.
that makes me curious here, because I'm sitting here looking at one right now, a IBO PR, and the address, which is the same, I do the same thing you're doing when I use those, and that address is about 1 jillion different characters long. It is really long, which I know that's going to be longer than your Skyforp URL webpage URLs, and I don't understand. They don't kick those out. They seem to do just
well,
fine.
but that's because it's affiliated with IBO. That's why.
Yep. Well, that might have something to do with it. I wouldn't deny that, but I'm just sitting here looking at it, how long that address actually is. But that's all you have to do is just what Don said there. Just go up in your web browser to the top, to the address bar there, and when you bring up your PR on screen there, and then go up to the address bar and just copy and paste that, and it works.
Okay. Well, I did put a splash page in there and it was just as long as the one from Skyport.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had a problem putting the Stifle pages up, but then maybe my username's not as long as yours. So.
I was just going to ask David. My username has 12 characters in it.
Yeah, it does.
How long is yours, David?
5. Yeah, 12. It told me it wouldn't accept it because it had characters and too long. That's what the notice came across the screen. But when I put the splash page in there, it took it. And I said, that's because it's affiliated with IBO. That's what that is. You know?
Yeah.
So.
I think they just like playing games with you.
Oh, did you get my, I don't remember if I emailed you or Skyped you, but I had complained about this PR process and how terrible it is to work with. And
yep, that's a subject I wanted to talk about tonight.
They are working with that issue. Isn't that great? Oh,
Well, I don't know if it is great or isn't great because, you know.
You want to make it work?
I decided I was just going to test it because normally I don't use their text editor to put in a PR, but tonight I put one in straight into their text editor, and I used the little box thing up there so I could see a sample of what it would look like, and I got everything all spaced out and everything looking really good. And then when I actually posted the PR, it come out looking horrible.
It doesn't look anything like it, yeah.
So apparently whatever problem they haven't fixed yet. But
They haven't fixed it yet. No.
I'm sure they're working on it though.
I haven't done anything since I,
right.
left New Jersey. So.
Well, I just put up a sample page here, and just a test page that more or less, but to see how I went directly onto their text editor and just to see how it would work, and it didn't work real well. I got it up there where it's readable and usable, but it's
Oh, it doesn't look anything like you planned it to look. That's the problem.
Not at all.
Yeah. And
well, what even if I load it from a document, I have to space it and move it around. Like I break the PR down and make paragraphs out of it and put some white space in there so Don can read them.
Yeah.
Well, white space sales. That's I've been in the sales business for more years than I want to admit to, and that's the one phrase that sticks in my mind: white space sales.
Yep. So true.
It makes it easier to read, and when it's easier to read, people are more apt to read it, pay attention to it, and take action on it. So Don's right there when he tells you that.
No, I know. I appreciate that too. I mean, I take all the learning I can get.
Yeah, that's what we're here about, to learn. We all need to learn from time to time.
I'll never stop learning.
Well, that's good.
Oh, dead when you do.
Yeah, that's right. I'll be gone.
Yeah.
Probably be up in heaven learning some more.
You'd probably still be learning. That's all right.
Well, I figure that's what's keeping me alive. I've got an insatiable appetite to learn.
No, God's not done with you yet.
You think he's got plans for me, huh?
Yeah, if you have to listen to him.
apparently that PR is readable. I just posted it right before the call here, and it's already got 2 comments into it, so that are positive comments.
That's good.
So apparently somebody can read it. It's kind of difficult there. What it did was it broke the sentences up in little pieces and posted them, on different lines and stuff.
Yep, that's what mine does.
I didn't.
I get so frustrated.
And some of it comes out and it's I can't think of the word I'm looking for. It's putting bold letters, big. I did it all in just black and
By itself, yeah.
and there's a lot of big bold words and stuff in there, and some of them are
That's
microscopic.
The system knows you.
Yeah,
That's why it's doing it.
Oh, that may be true. That may be true. Either that or it knows I hang around you sometimes. So.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me. I use. I want to clarify this. I never have any problems, but what I write my article in is Microsoft Works, the word processor that comes with Works, not actual MS Word. I have MS Word, but I use the word processor inside Works.
Works, which is a text editor, if I remember right, isn't it?
No, it's just what it is a light version of Microsoft Works.
And then when you load it, Don, do you do a copy from Word, or doesn't that work?
I copy it and I paste it into that Word box.
Yeah. Okay.
Or Works.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
Word, yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure I tried that, but I'll try that again.
But there is a difference between MS Word and MS Word inside Works. Works was something they used to put a lot on computers as a trialware or a freebie to sell the computer.
Oh.
I've never tried actual MS Works in the PRs or MS Word. I've never
MS Word won't
tried
work.
that.
MS Word won't work. I say it won't, but it probably will. But it won't work real well because it is it's got so much formatting built right into it that it confuses a lot of text editors. But the Works program and also the what is it? I use it all the time. I'm drawing a blank here. It's the Notepad, and Notepad works pretty well too. But Notepad is.
I tried Notepad. It didn't work for me. I don't think that worked.
Mine got too big. My Notepad did. I don't know why that happened.
You just got everything big, don't you? I actually use another blog program that has a text editor in it that I use, and I can usually, I do it with that, and then just copy and paste it back over to IBO, and it seems to work real well. But that's I don't know, a couple extra steps have to go in there, but it seems to work. Notepad is just too plain for me. I like to fancy things up a little bit.
After I get it in their editor, I move it around. Break it up. Because Don taught me to do that.
Yep. Well, I can do that too, and that's what I did tonight. Is that when I got it all in there, then it was just a mess, and I moved things around and made some things bigger and smaller and everything else, and I had it looking what I thought was pretty good. But then when I actually published it, it
jumbled up, huh?
It lacked some to be desired.
And I keep going back to fix it because I'm a perfectionist with that crap. And I keep going back. Then it tells me, I love this one, it tells me I can't do that because there's already PR in there with that name. And I said, oh my God. So it definitely needs improvement. They better do something soon.
Well, hopefully they will.
I will try Works. I don't think I've tried that yet.
I downloaded Screencast-O-Matic on this thing.
All right.
And I can't get I had trouble getting my video the same size as the box. I hit on integrated video,
Yeah.
There's 3 choices there. And I ain't figured out how to get the video to fill up the box yet.
I don't know. I usually use the high definition selection there.
Every day there's a new problem.
Yeah.
There's nothing easy about network marketing. Nothing.
That's just like the Skype chat room. I updated my profile, and I filled all the stuff out, and it kept telling me, we can't update your profile right now, try later. So I tried 3 more times last night, and I couldn't get it to do it. And finally this morning it was updated when I got up and looked at the...
It just took them a while to get around to it, that's all. Let's see here.
They must say, let's mess with David today.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you, one time we was downloading the program, and these programmers, for some reason, just to be facetious and have a good time at it, will say this program will download and install at exactly 3 a.m.
Yeah.
They won't do it right, right when you're trying to do it. They got to put a time on it.
Just keeps you on your toes. I'm looking at your profile here, David. I assume this is the new one you were working on in Skype.
Yeah.
And I got one comment about it, and I don't know it. Let's see here.
Well, the winning team pros are in there.
Did you mean Skype profile or?
No, Skype chat. What we use for the chat.
Oh, for the chat room.
Yeah.
Well, his profile should still be the same, I would think. I'm just looking at your profile, and your profile is complete. You got everything in there, except you got a little box up at the top where you can add a little bit if you want to, add a comment or two, or just a short blurb about yourself or your business, or
Yeah, I did that in the chat room, but I didn't do it in the Skype app.
Other than that, your profile, what I'm looking at on your profile, which is just your Skype profile, just general profile, it looks good. Look, it's the type profile where I would probably accept somebody if they had one like that. The ones that have no picture and no name and and nothing about them, that's usually the kinds I stay away from. Good evening, this is Mike in Georgia, and you've reached the winning team training call. This must be Reverend Dave.
It must be.
See, I'm getting smart here, aren't I?
So I heard that this call is being recorded, so if I say something really controversial, it'll get recorded, right?
It will be recorded. It will be recorded. I ain't promising you it won't get cut out before it gets posted.
It will be edited then.
I do go back and listen to them and edit some things sometimes, but.
So you know what I found out?
What's that?
I found out how to make holy water.
I ain't never been able to put a hole in any water. It always fills back up as soon as I pull my finger back out.
Well, if you want to make holy water, you just boil the heck out of it. That's my controversial statement for today.
That's your controversial statement for tonight, huh?
Yeah.
I think we can handle that.
Yeah, we can probably live with that one. That might escape the editor there.
How's your wife doing, Reverend Dave?
She's much better, thank you. We appreciated the prayers, and she's feeling much better. But we saw an infectious disease doctor the other day, and she said, well, she doesn't have anything to do with her right now because she's not sick. But she's there in case we need her, and she wants her to see a urinary gynecologist. She hasn't seen a gynecologist for years and years and years because she had a hysterectomy back when she was 36. So they told her she didn't need to, but apparently she did. So we're going to have a look at that and see what we can find out to help her. But she's feeling much better.
Oh, glad.
We're glad to hear that.
That's good news, Reverend Dave.
Yep. How was New Jersey?
It was good. It was so good to see old friends.
Mm-hmm.
Some folks we haven't seen in a lot of years, like 10 years. And it's really fun, to see them.
I heard a rumor that New York is planning on annexing New Jersey, and then just all the nonsense.
I don't think it'll be noticeable if they do.
Right.
I'm telling you, we had gone to Dollar Tree. Doug needed some of those windshield wipers that come in a package that you could just, use from the package. The cleaners, the windshield cleaners. And so we went into Dollar Tree figuring, well, they're easy to find, it's quick. We had no sooner stepped through the door, and there's this little old lady at the cash register trying to use her debit card. And the cashier's screaming at her. You don't do it that way. What's the matter with you? I said, oh, gosh, welcome to New York. Welcome to New Jersey. I thought, gosh, the land of the discourteous. Unbelievable. They are so rude. The only word I could think of, rude. Oh.
I would say something about, it being them people from the Northeast up there, but we got some people too close to the Northeast, so I won't say anything like that.
Well, I lived there for years, so I know. Think much.
I had a affiliate with me sign up another affiliate the other day, and he asked if I would follow up on her for him, and so I did. And she welcomed my call, and she talked to me for a while. Seemed very pleasant. And then I sent her some follow-up emails for just general information. She called me the next day and said, "Take my name off your list. You are way too intense." I'm thinking, 3 emails and I am too intense? Yeah, and they said she's from California, so
whoa.
I'm thinking, okay, I'll back off. I'll keep her in the database, but I won't send her any more emails. So, but I rarely get accused of being intense, so it's kind of a surprise that she used that word.
Look at that. You had no idea.
Dave, we've been...
Could have said that about a lot of people, but I can't imagine it coming in your direction.
We've been talking about IBO just a little bit here tonight, David. Reverend Dave. Well, we was waiting for you to get here. You know we was sitting here just waiting for you to show up, don't you? But seems that David... I'm okay. Seems that David has had some problems there trying to post some things on IBO Exchange, or trying to post some of his Skyforp websites, Skyforp URLs, because he has a 12-character username, and of course adding that username into the along with the rest of the URL, it was real long, and they were kicking it. IBO Exchange was kicking them out, telling them it was too long. Just wonder if you had any suggestions or any comments along that line.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the best rate is for IBO Exchange for the credits. Yeah. I'm using the 20 credit limit right now, but I seem to run out before I can get more money in to repower it, and so I'm thinking about cutting it back to 15. I still see a lot. I still click for credits when I can. I don't have a lot of time to do it, but I see a lot of people using what would be their 15 credit limit, and I think that they're getting just as much playtime as I am. So I'm thinking about that, but I'm wondering why they had that kind of a limit on the username, because that's kind of weird.
Well, we was talking, and you know, Don Sablehouse, who's in here, but he has a 12-character limit too, and he didn't seem to be having that problem. And then I've noticed that using your IBO PRs, which Don does frequently, and a lot of other people do too frequently, the URL for those is extremely long, and we haven't had any problems with those. David suggested that perhaps maybe those were associated with IBO, so they were letting them go through, but I don't know.
I don't know. I'm having a real problem getting people to comment on my PRs. I've had maybe 2 or 3 comments in the last few weeks, so people are just not commenting on mine. I'm trying to make them relevant instead of about my business necessarily, and even then people just are not commenting, and so I'm not sure what to do.
Well, we need to start a chain just amongst the winning team so that we always all comment on each other's PRs. So that at least gets out there a little bit. How can we do that, Mike, so that we're assured of... Like, I never see yours and Donna. Look. And I never see yours, Reverend Dave.
I see... Well, there's Reverend... I don't know if y'all have the screen share up or not, but Reverend Dave is... you know, he's on the screen right now, his PR. But what I do is I went in Weebly. I set up a web page, which is nothing but just the RSS feeds from the people that generally the people that come in on these calls and some others. But I set up an RSS feed, so it's always posted the last 4 PRs from IBO.
So that's on the web page?
No, it's not on the winning team web page. It's on my personal winning team web page, which anybody's welcome to go to. But I do have some things on there that are not just specifically winning team, relevant or pertinent. But I do have a lot of winning team stuff on there. But I set it up for me. But the reason I set this one page up was for that very reason. That way I know I've got 8 people on here, and all of y'all are on the call tonight or happen to be on that page, plus a couple others. And I see the last 4 PRs y'all have, and then I try. I'll be honest with you, I'm not perfect, but I try every day to come by and see if there's anything new popped up on there. And if it is, I click on it and go comment on it. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm seeing I'm behind. I didn't get around to doing that today. I was busy trying to get that PR that I was using to test their system with tonight up, and I didn't get around to commenting on them. But that's usually how I stay up on whether I've commented on people or not. We did have see if I can find it. Find out what we kind of got away from it, but back when the winning team first got on to IBO real big, we set up our name instead of saying Mike Lyles, which is what mine says. It said Mike Lyles winning team or something like that. And that way, as I just scrolled down the wall, I could see a person, see their name, and if they were associated with a winning team, I knew it right away. So I picked them out to make sure that I commented on them. But we seem to have gotten away from that, from doing that. I don't know. It might be a good thing to get back so that we can make sure that we get everybody commented on every time. I'm open to suggestions.
Well, my practice is whenever I go on IBO Toolbox and to submit a PR, I look at my past PRs and see who commented on them, and then I in turn comment on their latest PR. Kind of as a.
Well, now I do that too as well. When someone comments on mine, I try to always go back over and comment on their latest PR as well.
Yeah, on the PR that you're putting in, the new PR, when they comment on that, I go back and comment on theirs, and that keeps up a running, bunch of people commenting all the time.
Well, I had a pretty good list of people commenting on my PRs, and then suddenly it just dried up. And like I've gotten 2 or 3 in the last 3 weeks. So Pete Cameron's commented, and Lonnie Ship.
Well, Lonnie's real good about commenting.
Yeah, and he's the featured member of the day today.
Is he? Oh,
yep.
I haven't been on IBO at all today. I haven't been on for days.
It's hard to get on every day because we have so much to do otherwise, but I try to be consistent.
I'm usually on every day except Sunday, but with traveling, it was a good hobby to keep up with that.
Yeah.
The signal is sporadic, and I don't know, for some reason you can't comment on your phone, on the cell phone. That is weird. Can't do that, so it's really hard to maintain the kind of presence on IBO under those circumstances.
Well, I can take the page that I have created here, and at least take the data off of it and create or move it or create whatever the same thing over on the team website.
Oh, that's a good idea, Mike.
That would be a blessing for me. I could just go there and just comment on everybody's thing.
Actually, on the team website, may be difficult to find. There the RSS feeds are already there, but you have to kind of hunt down through the menu. And I actually have the wall post and the PRs posted.
I had a little trouble navigating the site when I was on it the last time.
Well, I always appreciate comments. If you have trouble, if you'll just send me a little comment. Sandy, I don't
see.
You weren't.
See, I'm not the only one that has trouble.
Oh no, that's why we're all here.
Technical,
Sandy,
I've got trouble.
I don't. You wasn't here Tuesday night, so I did say it Tuesday night, but Tuesday, Fred Thornton's wife passed away. I don't know if you know Fred Thornton or not, but
I know Fred.
He is actually in your matrix. He's not sponsored by you personally, but he is in your matrix underneath you. So.
What's his username?
Yeah, I don't know. I can find it real quick though. I'm pretty good at doing this sort of stuff.
Ring a bell.
Wasn't Fred your sponsor over in
TCA? Yeah, he did.
TCA.
He was my sponsor.
Customer
in
advantage,
TCA.
Yeah. And also wasn't GTDI?
No, he wasn't part of GTI. At least not.
I wasn't sure.
Not with me.
I know you've known him for many years.
Yes, I have known him for many years.
I was saddened to see that his wife had passed. So, was it sudden or was it expected or?
I don't know. All I did, I just know that I got a short message that said that she had passed away. Sandy, I was wrong. He is not in your downline. He is you and Fred are on Marnie's. Marnie's in your downline, or your matrix anyway. But Fred and Sandy are both on the front line for Marnie's matrix. That's. So he won't show up in your matrix, Sandy. I was thinking he was underneath you, but he's not. He's directly underneath Marnie and parallel to you. So, and he's been with us just about as long as we've been in Stifthorpe. He's been kind of preoccupied here lately with some things, so he hadn't been doing much of anything. But Fred is a good guy. I've known him for quite a few years, and we've done other businesses as well before. So anyway, I thought I'd mention it since Marnie, you wasn't here Tuesday night either, so I guess I didn't get to tell you either. But I didn't know if y'all had gotten that information. Oh, and you asked me what was his. You asked what his username was. I think his username.
No, I hadn't heard his name, so I thought maybe the username would be familiar.
It was probably not. Now that I see it, because it wouldn't show up in your matrix anywhere. But it's Fred T Biz, all one word. Fred T Biz, B-I-Z. Is his username. So. Anyway, it's something. I know what his wife's name was, but I can't think of it right now.
Reverend Dave.
Yeah.
I challenge you to a race.
Shoot it at me.
As soon as we get off the call, I want to see which one gets to invite the other one to be associated on IBO first.
Well, y'all not associated?
No, we're not associated. I don't think so. Because I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any of your PRs.
Okay. Let me just go there now.
No, he's cheating. I said when we get off the call.
I'm playing fair.
All right. Let me just go look.
No. Only time I see your name, Reverend Dave, is when I'm on IBO Exchange.
If anybody is curious or interested, I do have a RSS feed page on our website. I forgot that I had that. That posts the last few PRs that you post, and instead of just a few people that I've got on my personal page, this has got most everybody in there, or a whole lot of people. One person that don't have is David Mincy, so. But anyway, I just posted the URL on that on the Skype chat room.
Good.
So all you got to do is go there and click, and it'll bring you up to that page, which you can see a lot of people, and it's just real easy to scan and look and see what their last PR was. I think it shows the last 3 or 4 of them. But, so whatever. Let's see if I can compare. What is the advantage? That's what it shows on both pages as Dave's last PR. So anyway, that's one thing we ought to be doing, is trying to pick out the winning team members and at least commenting on their post PRs. It doesn't hurt to comment on everybody's PR that you can get to, but good evening. This is Mike in Georgia. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Mike. It's me, and I keep getting disconnected.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't Don this time, huh? Don seems to have that problem too. I think y'all up there, must have the same problem. You're too close or something.
I don't know, but it's been disconnecting 3 or 4 times tonight.
Well, David, you're going to win.
I'm going to win.
Because I can't figure out how to invite somebody that's not already listed.
Okay.
Well, that's what we're here for, is to learn, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Do a search and type my name in there, and I'll pop up.
I did. Nothing came up.
Did you do an IBO search?
No. I did leads.
Oh, there's my ad.
No. Do an IBO search.
Where's that?
Okay. Go on your wall page, and
over there it
right
is.
inside you see site navigation. Click on IBO search. And Put in
member name.
I'm trying to think of how you got it spelled. I mean, arranged there. David, does it say Brian first?
No, it says David Mincy.
It says David Mincy. So put in first name David and last name Mincy.
Right.
And
it shouldn't have to do anything else. And just hit Florida. I don't know.
You don't have to do that. Yeah, just the name will be good enough. Let me see. I'm gonna put it in there just to see.
Mincey.
Oh yeah.
I must search at least one search criteria.
You got to check.
There I am.
Yep, it works.
Came right up.
Just David Mincy. You got to check over here by the first name and last name, the little check box. You got to put a check in there.
Oh, okay.
And then just click down on the search box, and it'll bring it up, David Mincy, and you can click on his name, and you can it'll bring up a information box. It wants to know if I want to remove him.
David. I'm shocked.
Why are you shocked?
You only have 2 stars.
Yeah, I know. I've been slacking.
Send request.
Yep.
You won.
All right.
You won.
But Mike cheated. He told me how to do it.
Well, that's what
I'm an airhead. I have no idea how to do these complicated things. You know, I had a girl tell me once, I'd like you a lot more if you weren't so ugly.
This is the one right here. What are you doing, Mike? You going over there to... Oh, that's not the one I used.
It don't matter. It's still one of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was going to put it in, see if it would take it from my side.
Okay.
You still got your long username in it.
Yeah. I went down and clicked on Traffic Exchange.
Yeah. If I can find it, they put that down so far.
Folks, I have to go. It's close to my son's bedtime, so.
Night, Reverend Dave.
Mike, let me know. Let us know via the Skype chat room whenever you're going to set that thing up for the IBO toolbox on the chat page. Otherwise, do you just want to give me your site name so I can just go there?
Well, it's already on the other on the main website. I can give you my site name. That's real simple. It's mblomarket2.weebly.com.
Okay.
And then if you scroll across the horizontal menu at the top, it says Team Members PRs. You just click on that, and it opens up the page. But now that just has 8 people on there. Most of the people that have been on these calls recently. But there is one on the main site, and I put that URL in the Winning Team chat room just now. All you got to do is click on it.
Okay.
It'll take you to that page, and that page has a bunch of people on it. So
Okay.
they're all of them are Winning Team members. So
sounds good. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate your support, Mike.
well, that's what we're here for.
All right.
It's time for Don's phone to drop him off. So, there
He's probably muted out.
That's probably
He's muted
somebody
out.
just dropped just then. I don't know who it was, but anyway, if anybody else have anything you want to add for tonight's call before we go away?
No, I can't think of anything.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody being here tonight. I really do. It's been a really good call, great call. We've got some valuable information out there tonight. I will have this recorded and posted probably by tomorrow sometime. And with that, I also look forward to seeing everybody in here Tuesday night again. Many of y'all that can make it, and invite your friends, relatives, neighbors, enemies, anybody else you can think of. Everybody is welcome to come on in here. There is a Skyfork webinar on Friday night at 10 o'clock, and again on Saturday at noon. So if you get a chance, you might drop over and check those out as well. With that, I'm going to say good night, and hope everybody has a great weekend.
Thank you, Mike. Good night, everybody.
God bless you.